morning. 30 weeks out and a half. And a half a week. Okay, so I dragged my feet long enough and we are making this video today. Thank you for joining me. 30 weeks out, 30 and a half weeks out. Yeah, so this is my introductory video for my road to compete in a bikini fitness competition. It's May and I'm hoping to compete in December. So we have a long ways, and that's okay because we have fat to be lost and muscle to be gained, and we need time for that. I decided to compete for a variety of reasons. I've been wanting to, but I've punked out a couple times. The big reason I tell myself is that I have shyer tendencies. I tend to be a little bit timid. But it's a lot to tackle, like approaching competition, how to do it, especially when you have fat, a significant amount of fat to lose, which is the case with me. And fuck it, it is what it is. I'm not even gonna feel bad. Like, why? Like, I think we do this enough to people in society and women in particular, and I'm not gonna do it to myself. So the point of this video series channel is to put myself out there, because I don't see a lot of people who have a significant amount to lose weight wise and also have the goal of competing. And I think that would have been an awesome thing to see. Sometimes I was able to find people who had like my body shape and had that kind of challenge of losing a good amount of weight. But life may have gotten in the way and their channel didn't continue. So I'm here trying to fight my introverted tendencies and jump on the stage in December. And in the meantime, take you on the journey with me. So we're gonna talk all things competing on this channel. Workout splits, macros. At this point, I'm self-coaching for a variety of reasons, which I can talk about at a later time. And yeah, I mean, we'll talk splits, macros, sleep, challenges, pitfalls, and successes. So yeah, let's get the party started. And I'm Elle, by the way, if I haven't let you guys know. Yeah, and I'll also be working from my home. So I'm fortunate enough that I have pretty great equipment at home. Some of you guys are gonna be like, what the heck? She has that? She has that at home? Holy crap. But yeah, and there's just there's just no other reason but that fitness has really been a part of my life for a long time, and committing to getting some equipment at home, just why not? I'm fortunate enough that I have some space for that here. And yeah, so let's do it. All right, here we have some of my workouts that I've done recently. I'll get into it a little later, but I'm kind of working here through some injuries, namely a foot injury and an arm injury. But here we have some like glute day. So we're working on some reverse lunges, some Brazilian squats, and we're in the squat rack just doing some squatting, and lastly there are some body weight push-ups and planking that I'm doing. Yeah, planks are not my fave. And I struggle through them, but the name of the game is hopefully things will get better. And about to kind of look at my workouts scheduled for Friday going into the weekend, see if everything's on point, and I'm doing that specifically because I've mentioned it on my other social medias, but I'm done recovering from 2 non-gym related injuries. One is genetic, so it's not really an injury as it is like a predisposition. But about 6 weeks to like 8 weeks ago, the arch in my left foot began to drop. And if anyone knows how that feels like, it's exceptionally painful. It kind of feels like the arch of your foot is like detaching from the bone. Like, it's so painful. It started with my arch, it spread to my heel. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst pain, it's pretty much like there. And it was there for like about 6 weeks. But the last 2 weeks, it's been amazing, like healing wise. And I've had to make a couple of changes to my workout, and to my rest. So basically, I've had to, in the house, like walk with shoes that have arch support in the house. So like, you know how people just walk around with like cute little slippers? Yeah, no, we don't do that. So I kind of have to walk with like inserts in the house when we have hardwood floors, so I can't really walk barefoot basically, because I constantly need the arch support, except when I'm asleep, or when I'm like with my feet up. I can be barefoot there, but like basically no feet touching the ground when I'm walking. That kind of prevents the connective tissue from flaring up, getting inflamed, and ultimately when your arches drop, I don't want to make a huge video on this, but like things can get so bad that you can have like foot surgery, because your foot is basically like shifting and it's changing its shape, and it's very painful, and it's changing its form. So that's one thing which I'm basically like almost 100%. And about the same time, I have a Rottweiler dog, and I was walking her, but I didn't have like the best collar for her. I was in between collars at that time, so when I would like pull her, she's very protective. When I would pull her, she would like go. So it was constant pull me and a pull from her, and that caused a tendon strain in my dominant forearm. And I thought it was okay until I had like back day and bicep day. And about like 3 hours later, I was like bowled over in pain. So I was fine during the workout, but then right before I had to go to the dentist, my forearm just turned like on fire, and it was so painful for me. And it was like five minutes of like purely like, I don't know what's happening. And that was like a month ago. So I've been doing physical therapy, working with bands, icing, taking pain medication, heat, applying heat, anything, like you name it, we've been doing it. So those two injuries that pretty much ate like 2 months out of my original prep are now at a point of, you know, we're gonna try arm day. We're gonna start light, start back up with like maybe 5-6 pounds, and we're gonna, and that had been kind of preventing me from going into the squat rack a lot, because when you grip the bar and you do, and for example, and you're doing deadlifts and you're pulling up, that's a lot of grip. So that's been fun. And that's like the reason I'm here, because now I'm at 30 weeks out and I'm like, okay, you know what? We lost 8 weeks, so we had to change shows. And yeah, it's all good. I've learned so much from these 2 injuries, so much about myself, things I want to change. I have to change, you know, my foot situation. It's a genetic disposition. I have family and I have flat feet. So, I don't want that, you know. I have to do what I have to do. So that's already been like an immediate change. And my forearm has taught me so much about grip, and getting stronger with my grip. You know, typically I don't pull on my dog every time I'm walking her, and that was pulling for like about a week. So every time I'd walk her, she's just really protective, as Rottweilers are. And you'll see her, she's a gorgeous puppy, but she protects mommy. Even if it's like from the little, you know, 4-year-old neighbor. it's crazy. So yeah, so we're here, we're just resetting. This is just a reset. It's an introduction to me, my journey, and also it's a reset for me, because I was humbled for about 8 weeks, having my left foot kind of fail me, and then my dominant forearm on my right side not be able to grip. So, and it was like grabbing my phone was an issue, grabbing water, like it was minor gripping that was not getting done. But we're gonna reset. We're using this weekend to reset my workouts, reset macros, reset meal prep, just reset everything. So if you're on a similar journey, it's okay. Injuries happen. We're human. But we can, you know, get right back up and train smarter. I'm gonna have to, and because I can't afford to just, you know, be unavailable again for the gym for like, you know, 2 months. So yeah, so thank you for, you know, being here. Wrap up my first YouTube vlog. You know, even though I'm a little bit on the introverted side, I don't know if this is normal, but every time I kind of do this stuff, like post on social media, it does like have a cool effect on me. Like, I don't know, it feels like I kind of jumped through a hurdle, kind of grew a little bit. So I think that's my goal with posting this entire journey on YouTube. Trying to grow some muscles and grow a little bit out of the introvertedness that I think I've had since I was young, but kind of tried really hard to push it aside. And it kind of, as it may be with you, it always comes back and you gotta push it out of the way again. So yeah, so expect to see at least 1 or 2 vlogs a week from me. I'm gonna try my hardest to be consistent, and expect to see progress pictures and videos and breakthrough news. You know, if I hit a new PR or something, or if I have a stumbling block. You know, this is just gonna be me versus me, and trying to kind of do what I've been wanting to do for a while. Yeah, so catch you on the other side, and peace out. Bye.